Hey, good morning, and welcome to our very first Motivational Monday. I'm super excited to share this time with you this morning. Um, the whole point of Motivational Monday, in my mind, is that we need to start our week off very strong. We need to start our week off very focused. And I believe that we can only do that if we have motivation to keep going. The baby's making noises. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start a new series. It's going to be called 7 Christian Affirmations for Fitness. And so we're going to go through each affirmation every Monday. We'll go through a different one. And then we'll go on to another series or another topic or whatever. So today we're going to be talking about the affirmation of I set aside worry about performance. When it comes to fitness, when it comes to working out, we worry about our performance. And performance isn't just getting it done. Performance is getting it done well. Performance is getting it done with the right form, being proper, doing it the right way. That's what performance is when it comes to fitness. And so this affirmation is that I set aside that worry. I set aside that worry about performance. And so the verse that we're going to talk about is Luke 12:22-23. Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. So there's a couple different points in that. The first one is anxious about life. We're all anxious about life. That's just how it works. Our careers, our relationships, our friendships, where we are at life, whether or not we are in the right spot, whether or not we've gone far enough, whether or not we're where we're supposed to be for our age. That's important to us, and we get very anxious about it. I know I do. I have a newborn. I get anxious about whether or not I'm doing the right thing with her. I get anxious about, being a wife, being a mom, being a stay-at-home mom, working from home. I get anxious about all that. And what this verse is saying is to cast that away, to not focus on that anxiety of your life, where your life is, what your life is doing, because life is more than that. The next point is don't be anxious about what you eat. Yes, we need to eat well. We need to eat to fuel our body, fuel our soul, not to fuel our emotions. And that's something that we'll digest as the week goes on or as our time goes on. But we need to be healthy, but we don't need to worry about it. It's not the end all if we're not eating 100% healthy all the time. Because it's not about what you do all the time, it's not about what you do most of the time, it's about what you do all of the time. So if you're focused on your health and you're focused on eating correctly, then that's great. But you don't have to be anxious about it. There is no right or wrong foods. There is no such thing as a bad food. It's food. It is what it is. It's been put here on this earth for us to eat and to enjoy. The next is don't be anxious about what you'll put on. I know this is a huge thing for people and myself, is being able to be considered stylish and that we look good. We want to be able to look like we're working out, like that we're healthy. I know for me, being able to like what I see in the mirror is a huge deal. And I have days where I don't, and most days I don't, because I'm not satisfied with where I am at in my fitness journey. But what I do know is that I'm working on it. And so what this verse is talking about is to not be anxious about that. To not be anxious about your size. I know for me, going shopping, I get very anxious about what size I'm looking at because it's not the size that people think we should be at. Even though it is one of the most common sizes in America, it's still something that brings me anxiety. And so for me, this whole verse is literally telling me I need to stop being anxious about everything in my life. And that's a little hard when you have an anxiety disorder, but it is helpful to know that life is more than food and the body and more than your clothing. It's more than what you wear. It's more than your performance. It's more than that fitness performance that we're talking about. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you're eating Really, what matters is that you are doing this for yourself. You're doing this for your family. You're doing this to be healthier, to get better. You have God in your corner, and He's fighting for you as well. So this worry about your performance when it comes to your fitness is unnatural, and it's something that we all struggle with, and that's okay. We're allowed, but we also have to understand that we have somebody that's so much stronger, that's so much better at handling this than we are, and that's where we kind of have to start pushing that worry and that anxiety onto Him. Let Him handle that. We don't have to worry about these things. We have to take care of ourselves and take care of our bodies. Yes, we have to be healthy. We have to eat proper foods. We have to eat proper portions. We have to eat right. We have to wear clothes. It's kind of the law. But we don't have to worry about what we look like. We don't have to worry about whether or not we're being judged for what we eat, or we're being judged for, what type of workouts we do. We don't have to worry about that judgment for performance, because it doesn't matter. In the end, in the long run, what matters is what we do for ourselves, what we do for our families, and what we do for God. And if we are doing all of that the right way, and we're following God's promises and God's will for our lives, then we're doing what's right. We're more than food. We're more than body. We are more than clothing. We are more than the stylish trend, whatever diet is trending right now. We are more than, getting our PRs on weights or beating our best times at marathons. We're more than that, because we are who we are. We are wives. We are moms. We are brothers and sisters. We are God's children, and that's what matters. That is what we should be focusing on. So today's affirmation, and maybe this week, we tell ourselves to set aside the worry about performance. That we don't worry about what other people think about our performance when it comes to our fitness and our health, because we know that we're doing it the right way. We know that we're doing it in line with who we are, our values and our morals, and who God is, and where He has us placed. Don't forget, the verse is Luke 2:22-23, and that is, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing." It's important, and hopefully this has been motivational for you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. And I am praying for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great Monday, and have a great rest of the week.